Hi there, and once again welcome to the ancient Greece, or Boeotia more exactly. And we are at a place called Tegyra in the year 375 BC. And we will see another clash between the Spartans and one of their foes. This time it's the Thebans. So there is some time between this battle and the last battle which we played. I think that was in the 390s. And between this time and that time, Sparta got control of most of the cities in Boeotia, including Thebes, and planted garrisons in those cities. But in 379 and 378, there was a rebellion happening in Thebes and other cities, I guess, and actually in Thebes they managed to overthrow the Spartan garrison there and took control, and quickly Thebes got stronger by that and started to be an influence in the region again, regaining control of surrounding cities. So about this time, in 375, I think most of the cities in Boeotia was again in Theban control, or the Boeotian League, I think is more correct to say than Thebes itself. But there was one city called Orchomenos where the Spartan garrison has not been overthrown, and at this point when this battle happened, the garrison was leaving the city for campaigning in some neighboring area, and the Thebans learned about this, so they took the sacred band out of Thebes, about 300 men plus some cavalry, and went out under the lead of Pelopidas, as you can see here, to attack the city, or basically maybe even not attack, because they thought it was abandoned by the Spartan garrison, so they could pretty much just take it without any battle. So they marched there, but upon reaching the city in the vicinity, they learned that a big Spartan reinforcing force was coming down from Sparta to assist the garrison in Orchomenos. And this was of course not good news for the Pelopidas and his sacred band. They started quickly to retreat back to reach some city for safety. But on the route they met this Spartan force. Well, the scenario notes claim this is the reinforcing army from Sparta coming up here. But I also read somewhere that they actually run into the garrison of Orchomenos when they were heading back to their garrison city. So I'm not really sure who these Spartan guys are. Are they the guys from Sparta, the reinforcing army or continent, or is it really the garrison of Orchomenos? I think this could be pretty easily found out, because we have some named leaders here, and probably they know who were leading the reinforcing armies. It's probably saying some historical papers about that. So we had Gorgoleon and we have Theopompus coming up from Sparta, or maybe the Orchomenian garrison here. Anyway, the sacred band met the Spartan force in the field, and the Spartan band, sacred band, was about 300 men strong, plus the cavalry. And the Spartans, well, somewhere between 1,000 men and even up to 1,800 has been a number displayed for. So somewhere in between that, a much larger Spartan force here coming up anyway. So when the Thebans saw this big array of troops coming up, one soldier said to the leader, Pelopidas, well, he was a bit desperate, I guess, and he said, "We are fallen into our enemy's hands." And Pelopidas just replied, "And why not there into ours?" So here we have an example of our really fearless leader. I mean, they have, okay, it's a sacred band, it's elite troops, but anyway, we have a Theban force choosing to attack a Spartan force. I mean, this is Spartans. Well, we have maybe not real Spartans, all of them, but it's a Spartan army, known of their efficiency in battle. And here we have a smaller army, or this is not even an army, it's 300 men plus some cavalry, and they pretty much saying, okay, let's attack this Spartan force that is 3, 4, maybe 5 times as big as ours. So I mean, this guy was a brave one, that's for sure. So Pelopidas, he ordered his cavalry to charge, which they did, and I guess they scared off these lighter troops on the flanks, which the Spartans had deployed here. And then he also ordered his heavy infantry, as we're seeing here, or I mean, technically these are some kind of hoplites, right? Anyway, the phalanx to really dense formation, which is depicted by these 3 hex units here. And yeah, I mean, the source said this was incredibly dense in men in a small area. So eventually the hoplite lines clashed, and I don't know, thanks to the really dense formation here, they managed to break through the center of the Spartan line, blow a hole here, and by that were able to start attacking the Spartan flanks, which was enough for them, so they broke and ran. So actually the Thebans won this battle. It was a incredible good job done from them, and I think both of the Spartan commanders in this battle, Gorgileon and Theopompus, fell in this battle. So yeah, this is what we're gonna see in this scenario. And yeah, worth to mention, as I said in the scenario notes, this is the first occasion which a Spartan formation had been defeated by a force equal or lesser size in a set battle. I mean, there has been some more skirmish battles happening where a smaller force has defeated Spartans, but in a set battle, a hoplite battle, the Spartans for the first time got defeated by a smaller force. At least what we know from history, or the records of history. So yeah, so it's a significant battle in that way, but in the bigger round it wasn't a big military, well, the effect was not that big after this battle, but I think it struck a blow on the Spartan morale, at least. They weren't not that invisible anymore, or invincible. Okay, let's see. Here we have the War Council. And, well, it's worth to mention again, if you saw my last scenario, that from now on I'm actually trying out to play with the full hand of cards. Let's see again how it goes, but, well, it's gonna be interesting. to play the Solitaire, as a Solitaire game with a full hand, so I'm not used to it, and let's hope it doesn't take too much time for me to decide what card to play. That's one of the main points. I really didn't want to have a full hands before, but let's see. Of course, this is how the scenarios are designed and should be, so it feels good in that way to play with the full hand. So 6 command cards to the Theban army, which moves first. We have 4 cards of the army of Spartans, led by Gorgoleon. And as the last one, we have a pretty low banner count here for victory, so 3 banners and you win the battle. Then we have a bunch of special rules, and the first one is a Theban unit or leader that exits of the Spartan side of the battlefield in between the hill hexes count as 1 victory banner, and I think it's no matter if it has taken losses or not. So any Theban unit exiting between here will count as 1 victory banner. The Theban foot are Sacred Band. They score a hit for each leader symbol rolled, even if there are no leader attached or adjacent, and they always may ignore 1 flag. So these guys are tough, and well, no special blocks needed because all of the Theban infantry in this battle belongs to the Sacred Band. Then we have the hoplite infantry rule in effect, and to be influenced by this rule you need to be a medium hoplite unit. These guys are not, these are just heavy infantry, so the Thebans will not benefit of this hoplite infantry rule in effect. At least I will play it like that. And then we have 2 Spartan units counted as these special 5 block units. So looking here, we see those 2 there, and at the same time we can just check out the lines. So we, from left to right in Sparta, we have light infantry, auxiliaries, then we have some Spartan hoplites, we have some probably allied hoplites here, more Spartans, and the same pattern here as on the other end of the line, auxiliary and light infantry at the very end. So we have Gorgoleon here, the leader, and Theopompus there, leading that Spartan hoplite force. And this is also a really quick run through of the Thebans. We have medium heavy infantry, cavalry on the flanks, and then we have Pelopidas with his Sacred Band, 3 units here in a kind of supporting formation here. So they support each other for yet another flag. Remember, these can by themselves ignore 1 flag, and right now they can actually ignore 2, and that guy in the back actually 3 because he has the leader also. So here we go. Not many troops on the board, and as you can see, we only have, well, the Thebans only have 1 unit on the flank section. So, but on the other hand, they have 6 cards now, as you remember, so they probably could activate in the center every time. I think so. And for a battle plan, well, I mean the banner count is so low, so we just need to try to get the blows in on the opponent with good cards. So I think both sides will play it aggressively. I will, as the Spartan, rush forward to try to kill off these guys, and the same for the Thebans. I will start attacking immediately if I can, and also, as in history, if possible, do some cavalry charges on the flanks. So that's my plan. And by that, I say let's start the game, and we start with Thebans. Here we have the full hand. Okay, this is so crowded now, this rack, so you even can see the cards. But we have a dark in the sky behind there. We have 3 in the center. We have a line command. Maybe we should open up with that. We have a move 5 move, not interesting because we don't have any lights. We have an inspired right leadership, we don't have any leader, and we have a rally, but no one to rally yet, right? So either we go for that one or the line command. I think we start with line command because I mean, this is maybe the only turn when we have these guys grouped together and we could use this line. Then we could continue with the 3 in the center, right? Because that doesn't I mean, the troops I ordered don't have to be adjacent to each other, so I could easily order all troops in the center again if I would be scattered by some retreats or any other stuff. So let's see. Of course, the good thing with that card is that I can also activate cavalry, but I'll wait with that. So I go with the line command first. Let's see if I can get that card from the rack, like that. This is a bit cumbersome. Okay, so line command it is. So we have these guys, and where should we move? Well, it doesn't matter. It's I mean, from the center and to the flanks, this line is mirroring, so it's exactly the same layout there as on that side. So it doesn't matter which end we're marching. So let's just choose here. We go like that. These guys will not battle. So time to battle then. And I will actually start from here, attacking that weaker hoplite unit there. So it's 5 dice because it's heavy infantry, remember? And we hit with pretty much everything. We need 4 of them. We got 1 and we got 2 and 2 flags. So first of all, 2 hits, 1 flag he can luckily ignore because he only have 1 hex to retreat to. The other one he needs to take, so he goes there. And will I follow? Well, no. I'll stay with my dense formation for this time. Okay, no battle back, so we have a next battle coming. Yes, a second weaker hoplite unit compared to the Spartan units. And now we have 1, 2 and 3 hits. We almost killed it, but it stayed its ground. And because we rolled no flags, and they will now battle back with 4 dice actually, and they are adjacent to a leader, so it can be a heavy blowback. Let's see, 1 hit and 3 retreat flags. That's interesting. So 1 he can take from himself, and the second because he's supported, but the third one he needs to execute, so he needs to go there. And that's pretty much it. So a really heavy exchange here with hoplites right from the beginning. Let's give them another card, and then we have the Spartans. Time to react. So we have 2. Sorry, they actually should have 4 cards. Yeah, 4 cards. So I'll draw another one for them here. Here we go. Here's the full Spartan hand. So we have heavies. Not a good one because we don't have any heavies here. We have 3 in the center, we have 2 and an outflanked. I think I go for 3 in the center because I want to get that guy now before he can rally or get away. So 3 units in the center. I could also maybe move back those poor guys a bit, but I will activate both the Spartan hoplites here, and yeah, I will try to get these guys to safety. So these move up, these will just stay, and these guys move down here. Well, is that a good one? I mean, we can be reached by that cavalry anyway, that's not good. If we go there, we can be reached by those guys. Oh crap. You know what, I will not activate these guys anyway. I will go with these guys and be instead aggressive, because this is what I'm gonna do. Then these Spartans will move up here, and these guys will move up here. Yeah, I'm gonna take my chances to attack here, even though I only have 2 blocks. Because bad thing is I would need these 3 banners to win. Well, anyway, let's do it like this. Let's see how it goes. So this was the movement. Let's start from here. We have these guys attacking the heavy sacred band there. It's 4 dice. I am adjacent to a leader. I only got 1 hit. That was pretty bad. So now they can hit back with 5 dice. And well, they killed me, but I'm a kind of wanting to exchange here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get that guy anyway. So we got the Spartan first. No, not the Spartan. We got Theban victory banner by that. Now comes the follow-up attack, where I hope I get that banner. Remember, he's not supported, so 1 flag. I mean, I was hoping to roll, 1 flag here when I attacked. So these guys would have retreated there, and then I could follow up. But they stand their ground and took only 1 hit, so that was a bad roll for me. So I just wanted to explain why I did attack with the two blocks there. Maybe it looked silly, but well. Anyway, next attack, it's 4 dice, and let's see how it goes. I need one of those, 2 flags actually, because they can ignore 1. I almost forgot that. But this was a really bad roll by the Spartans, because they totally missed, because they are heavy, so that's not a hit. So these guys are really heavy. They stand in the ground and biting back with 5 dice now. And they got in 1, 2 and a flag. So 2 down here. Meaning we also, remember we have 1 flag, but we need to check the fate of the leader. He's fine. So now we can opt to take the flag or not. And I will actually take the flag this time, simply because I want to get out of the way from those guys, if possible, and also get back to my line here. Not super happy. I was hoping to get a banner for that unit, to be honest, but a few bad rolls here actually. These guys missed totally. Oh crap. Okay, we have 1 attack left at that weakened unit there. So it's 4 dice again, and it's this time Gorgoleon himself, the leader of this Spartan party, attacking. So let's see if those are better. Well, we got 2 hits and a flag. That's not enough to kill this unit, and they can ignore that flag, so they will just stand their ground, these elite infantry units, and battle back. And they inflicted 2 hits on us. So let's see about the leader. He's fine. So that's it for this turn. Well, let's grab them another card first of all. Like that. So here's the situation. Well. Doesn't really look so good for the Spartans right now. We have some weakened Spartan, oh sorry, there we are. Sorry, we have some weakened Spartan hoplites here. And we have this unit that's for sure a good way to grab a banner. I mean, we only need 2 as the Thebans now. 2 banners is enough. So, if we get that and could get some good attacks on either that unit or that unit, we have won the battle. So let's see. Okay, so we have 3 in the center, remember that. We could also play the rally card and hoping to activate those guys and get back some blocks even. Or we just take our chances to win the battle now. Well, honestly, I think we can win the battle with this card. I think so. And with the help of some cavalry. Because if I order those, I will order those, and I want to get these 2 in this turn. Well, I have to order those guys actually, the lone block there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ride the cavalry back here to block the retreat path of that unit. Then I will march down these guys here, and these will just stay put. So my first attack will be, well, these guys must of course be attacked first before I grab this one. I think I'm gonna do it with a cavalry in the end, but these guys must be eliminated in one way or another. And I'm so sure about this win this battle or this combat now. So I will even if it sounds crazy, I will start with this. I will weaken these guys as much as I can with this unit, even if they will battle back and kill me. Okay, they will get that banner, but then I'm sure I can finish the job with those guys going there and attacking here. Well, that means we don't have any targets for these guys, but anyway, I mean, I can go there and then bonus attack there. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna attack here first. So it's 5 dice. And let's hope to weaken that unit pretty much. Let's see, we already killed it with that unit. We got 4 hits. They only have 3. So that's another banner right there. And now with 1 die we're gonna check the leader loss check. He's fine, so he can now retreat back here. Those guys will not advance. And now for the hopefully the final blow. I mean, we can momentum advance here and attack down here. It's 5 dice again. So basically the cavalry will not, it's just a basic hammer and anvil here, but in this case the cavalry is the anvil and the infantry is the hammer. So 5 dice, and we need 1 hit. That should not be too impossible, right? No, we got 2 of them, and these guys are eliminated, and by that we got our 3rd banner, and that's the end of the battle. So, pretty short one, huh? Well, I mean, when it comes to 3 banners in a scenario, it's I mean, at least I start to think, in a way like, okay, how many banners can I get this turn? How many banners can they get the next turn? And then probably it will be over. If I survive the next turn, then I can do the finishing off attack and win it. And this is exactly what happened here, because first I start with the Thebans with the goal to, weaken the guys of the enemies, hopefully 3 of them, and then I just have to survive their next turn, so they don't get the 3 banners and win by that. And that's tough to do that, to just win one turn. You need to be extremely lucky to do that, because if they don't do that, they will be extremely vulnerable for the next attack of the guy who started the game, because they had now the 2nd activation coming, and then well, it's a pretty good chance that that side wins already in game turn 2, like in this battle, by that. So it's pretty easy math, and as you saw, I could even offer a battle with these 1-block units, and I know, okay, the Spartans will get a banner by that if they battle back and kill me there, but I will still win with the other forces. So, well, for the excitement of a game, this is not the funniest, because it's almost certain you're gonna win with the Thebans on the 2nd turn. Okay, it's historical, I guess, but as for a game, it's not that fun, to be honest. But it's always, I mean, if I would have played my old Solitaire rules, remember, when I just wouldn't have 3 cards, well, in this case I would have 4 cards with the Thebans anyway, so maybe they could have made it anyway. So, well, this was Tegyra anyway, and pretty much an expected result. I think you agree with that. And well, I have no clue what the next battle is, but I will be back for that one, and hope to see you there again. And thank you very much for watching, and see you again. Bye bye.